Hey guys, welcome back to Exciter Entertainment, and I have a unique topic today. It's about Eric Carr. It's about a theory that just hit me. I was watching this video of this interview with a guy that was managed by Paul Stanley. His name was Benny Doro. He was talking about the frustrations of the revenge tour and how he would see Paul just punch things and get mad because the seats had kind of crumbled. And he said that he was even there whenever they were playing their club shows. I believe they did a couple of club shows, I believe, in New York. And Paul and Gene both were talking about how this is it. This is going to be what Kiss has become, you know. And in that time, I'm thinking, you know, it seemed like every time Kiss had come back to us the way that we know Kiss and done an album where we're, as fans, heavily pleased, Creatures of the Night, they tour with makeup. It was a failure in many ways, even though they were huge overseas. And then with Revenge, there was a decline with Kiss that caused them to kind of reach out and go towards grunge, which was also a bad idea. Now, keep in mind, I don't think Kiss has done a bad album. As a Kiss fan, I'm spoiled. As a Kiss fan, I'm accepting of pretty much any member that has came through because now all we have is hindsight. You know, Eric Carr comes in. They do great music. I'm a big fan of Unmasked. I love Dynasty with Anton Fing on drums. Um, Vinnie Vincent comes in, and then you get the songs from Creatures and Lick It Up, and I love his guitar playing. Then Bruce Kulick, years come in. I absolutely love Asylum, and I think his best lead work is on Crazy Nights, though. Um, and then when Eric Singer comes in, they do Revenge, and then when Tommy is in there, they do Sonic Boom and Monster. So in hindsight, I didn't get mad at the time, and it didn't bother me now. And then looking back, it was a beautiful thing still. Now, would I have preferred Ace Frehley to be there with Eric Singer for an album? Oh man, I'd love it. Would I loved Ace Frehley to be in there with Eric Carr on an album? Would have loved it. Unfortunately, we didn't get that, but it was okay because the music was great. The theory that I have, I know that there's an ebb and flow of the music scene and everything. Now, I saw Kiss on the Hot and Shade tour. It was successful. Okay. People were excited. They were bringing their old songs back even before a decline. I think Crazy Nights, they kind of fell. And then Hot and the Shade come in. Forever was a hit. Um, Kiss is back on top. They're touring, taking bands like Slaughter and Danger Danger and bands like that out. Well, with that being said, Eric Carr winds up passing away. What, 91? Rock and roll was still big until about 93. So Kiss had done God Gave Rock and Roll to You for the Bill and Ted's Excellent Bogus Journey movie. Perfect song for that. The label approached them for that. My theory is, now as a deep fan, I'm one of the crazies that would pay a lot of money to see them every time. Doesn't bother me. The only thing that would bother me is if they put somebody in there that couldn't play, or they said, hey, we're going to have a DJ playing drums. I would still probably go see them. I love Paul and Gene, and I do think that they are the main members of Kiss. And as long as Paul and Gene's there, it's Kiss. All the other people are just awesome, and they chose the right people, except for Mark St. John probably. But did Eric Carr's death affect the fan base? Now, I have other theories that I'm going to throw out there. This one's not as solid. I haven't had a lot of time to think about it, but I'm trying to really put myself in that headspace. I'm trying to really think of myself as not the deep fan, but maybe like a fan that had a couple of albums, was a huge Eric Carr fan. He died. Eric Singer's out. I watched the world premiere on Headbangers Ball of Unholy with Slaughter introducing it. We stayed up that night. We recorded God Gave Rock and Roll to You on the radio, played it over and over on the tape. So I loved the music I was hearing. So was it the scene that killed Kiss and caused them to have to kind of look at grunge because they still wasn't sure about the makeup? Or was it the effect of Eric Carr's death have something to do with it also? Now keep in mind, another point I want to really push, Eric Carr was a makeup wearing member. A lot of people said it didn't matter. In my household, I had just as many, if not more, Eric Carr pictures with makeup because even throughout the 80s, those Creatures of the Night pictures were in every magazine. You didn't see Peter as much, but you would see Eric Carr in the makeup. He was straight front center on the VHSs. In a lot of ways, a lot of people looked at him as an original member. So, what I have to ask you, the hardcore Kiss fans that are watching some of these videos that like to communicate, like to throw out thought and not just necessarily react, do you feel Eric Carr's death affected the fan base? Now we're looking at a time now where Kiss is not as affected because they wear makeup. But with that being said, the makeup is a big draw. The music scene's changed. Kiss is more popular the past 20 years than what they ever have been. The question is, if Ace Frehley come back tomorrow and join Kiss, do I think sales would boost? I think they would a little bit. Would they be long term? I don't think Kiss does enough exciting things continuously. They'll take that one, that's like a kind of like a circus show. They'll take the same 20, 30 songs, same set, run it for 2 or 3 years, you know. I think the Gene Simmons band is showing excitement because, God, you don't know what song will be next on their catalog. It could be anything. They've played She's So European. It's like, oh my God, I'm dying to see the Gene Simmons solo band. So I was going to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on Eric Carr's passing? Do you feel, and I'm not saying I'm 100% there, but it's something to ponder, it's something to think back. Where were you whenever it was announced on MTV that he passed away? What were your thoughts as a fan? Did you purchase Revenge next? Did you look into it? Were you excited? When Kiss went on tour, did you know about the concert tickets? I know here in Tennessee, that was the only tour growing up that I wasn't able to see because there were strippers at the show. So my dad went, so we knew about it. I don't think the sales were as soft here as they were in other parts of the country. But did Eric Carr's death... Okay, you got your populace, okay? Let's say to have a hit, you got to have your diehard fans, your medium diehard fans, and then you got to gather all these new people. It's like making a cake, you know, with layers. That's how you have a huge hit, because you got to go cross-platform and get people that may not like the genre, or they're introducing themselves into the band. Well, you got your diehards, but when Eric Carr's death, did it affect what people were seeing coming out of Hot and Shade? Did it affect any of that? Would a 10,000 seat arena that had 3,500 people there, would there possibly be 5,000 people there instead of 3,500? That's what I'm getting at. I'm not saying it was the full thing, but with a in a lot of ways a founding member, in a way, not founding member, but in a lot of people's eyes, somebody that is arguably could be, without thought, an original member in Eric Carr. Did it affect Kiss? So that's my question for you today. Subscribe, like, comment. I have other theories. I have a really cool MTV theory that I have coming up. So just drop it in the... If you have any theories, drop them down. Send it out. If you got Kiss fans that just love to communicate about Kiss and you think this is something that they would like, send that out. I want to have a couple of shout outs to channels that you guys need to check out. Check out Pod of Thunder. They go by song. Each song they'll do a podcast, and lately they've been having Chris Jericho on. Awesome. They're funny as hell. Check out the Firehouse episode. That's one of my favorite ones, but they do all the songs. They're doing every one of them. I think it's taken like 5 years, and jump on board with that because there's only so many songs left, and then I don't know what they're going to do next. But and the other one is there's a channel called It's All For You Demon. The guy's awesome.